Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome to this program of the Power Word. I want to thank God for creating this avenue for us to interact and share our word. I want to thank God for this moment that He has given us. To all my viewers or listeners, you can watch and view me on Oscar Free TV YouTube channel. Welcome to this program. I want to talk about assignment unto this evening, and the Lord is going to bless you. Everybody, where you are situated, where you are on assignment. There are duties and there are specific duties and responsibilities which God created you for. And at any given time, where God is seated on the throne, He expects you to carry them out. So whether you are a head of state, you're the deputy president, you're vice president of a given nation, you are a minister, or you work in a given department, that is an assignment. When God made you, He made you for a purpose. I will say, when you read in the book of Genesis chapter 2, that everybody was given a responsibility to carry out. And the fact that we have an assignment that God would want to see us accomplish, I want to reiterate this evening, but that you need to be serious on that particular assignment. There are a few points which I've highlighted here that talks about assignment. But just before we get there, one of the things that I want to share with you is about the story of Samson. When the angel was sent to Manoah's wife, who was the mother of Samson, about a unique child that is going to be born. And according to the Bible, when you read with me in the book of Judges chapter number 13, the Bible says that the angel visited this young lady and told her that you will become pregnant, and your womb is going to carry such a son that is so special, that will be a Nazarite. In other words, a Nazarite is a deliverer. We see a relationship between Samson and Jesus Christ. When Jesus Christ was born, is being referred to as Jesus Christ of the Nazareth. And Samson is also referred to Samson, a Nazarite. A Nazarite, in other words, is a deliverer. And so Israelites have a lot of expectation from this young man, Samson. But just because he did not concentrate or focus on his assignment, we see him die prematurely because he allowed the intruders. I want you to understand that as much as you're on a specific assignment, the devil has also assigned an agent to make sure that you don't make a move, to make sure that you don't succeed. But the success depends on you. I've seen some people say when they are being tempted or tried, that I'm being tempted by God. When you read with me the book of James, chapter number 1, verse 12 and 14, verse 13 and 14, the Bible tells us God does not tempt anybody. We are only tempted when we are dragged away by our evil desire. So it is our evil desire that are dragging us into temptation. And finally, we don't get to achieve our assignment. A few points that I've really highlighted, which I want you to understand this evening. That some people, because they are born for a specific functions, they are gifted and they have that talent, they think the fact that they are smart, they don't need anybody. And so smart people have a mentality that they don't need anyone. And that is the reason why their effort to carry out that assignment in a smooth way, they cannot be able to exercise that. And then number two, it is dangerous to think the fact that you are smart, you are genius, that you are talent, you have that intellectual capacity, that you can walk alone. It is very dangerous when an individual walks alone. So some people think, because I'm smart, because I'm intelligent, I can do it alone. That is wrong. You need me. I need you. Your birth was done by somebody else. You are nursed by somebody else. You are employed by someone. So you cannot work alone and succeed. So it is dangerous to work alone. Point number 3, let us understand that the invention or new technology, this technology that we invent is meant to make our work easy. But I can see recently the new invention or advanced technology is spoiling the process of carrying out our assignment. So we must be very careful on how we use the advanced technology, because in other words, instead of promoting, it's going to deter from carrying out our assignment. And number 4, you cannot accomplish anything unless you focus. Lack of focus has made several people not to achieve the assignment. When we talk about Samson, Samson was born, and his birth was unique. And from his story we can learn he was very strong. But because he didn't focus, he allowed Delilah to kill his dream. And when Delilah was assigned, and we see him as an agent of evil, The Bible describes as a prostitute. And Samson was carried. You're just on the look. However, we say that beauty lies in the beholders of eyes, but we need to be very careful in what we watch. And so he allowed this young lady to compromise his mission. And then finally we see that compromise led to his fall. And so focus. Instead of focusing on other things that are going to dilute your assignment, you need to be very specific in your function. So you cannot achieve anything unless you focus. The other thing, if you have a bad attitude, you are going nowhere. There are people who have a very bad attitude. Anytime they want to engage others because they feel they are weak and they are strong, they think they don't need those weak people. They also play a role. However weak they are going to support. You need me and I need you. So if you have such a bad or negative attitude, I'm telling you, you're going nowhere. However weak your sister, your brother, your wife, your husband may be, but you also need him in that marriage. Remember, if you're in a family and you gave birth to your children, both of you, not you alone. And that's why you need your husband. That is, you as a husband, you need that wife. And that is how we can achieve. The other thing we don't understand, that those things that are divide our mind are the ones that have contributed to our failure. See, Samson is focused. Samson is delivering the people of Israel from the hands of Philistines. But he allowed Delilah to come and compromise. Delilah is anything that is going to compromise a life. Do not allow it. Because as you allow it, you're going to lose the focus. And that is how things are going to become worse and you will end up premature. The other thing, true happiness, it comes in the life of people that you touch. I see some people, they are rich, others are blessed in another environment, but that talent, that gift you God gave you so that you can reach out to his people. From the beginning, God has been expanding his kingdom using people. On the other hand, the devil uses people to expand his territory. We must be very careful. But I want to encourage you, the life you touch is what determines your success. And God is going to be with you. Fine, as I finalize, I want to talk something little about Solomon, the son of David. When Solomon was born and God gave him a son, after his father David, he became a king. But just because he messed up, he didn't concentrate on managing the kingdom. Instead, he chose not to obey God's commandment. And then he began to marry foreign women who he was not allowed according to their tradition. And God says, I will divide the kingdom. But he promises, based on the good deeds that his father David did, he said, I shall not do it at your time because of your father David. But when you are gone, I shall keep part of your kingdom upon it. And we see that accomplishment. When you are on assignment, those duties and responsibilities that you carry out, be very careful, be cautious, so that you don't allow the intruder to come and micromanage you. Because as they do it, you will lose the focus and you will not achieve what you want to achieve. So whether you're in a family, you're working, you're head of state, you're a minister, like I said, you are a manager in a given company, focus on your assignment. Know your work is managerial, your work is provision. Know you're a husband, take that responsibility. Be always your husband in your home. If you're a wife, be a wife. And God is going to bless you. And don't say, I'm being tempted by God. Remember the Bible says in the book of James that it is our evil desire that have dragged us away unto that temptation. And as I declare, may good Lord be with you and bless you. Amen. Amen.